try to remember the things, what is happening during the siege of Sarajevo. Sometimes I really like it's happened in the dreams, in the very, very, very bad dreams. When you go outside to play the football, basically you can be killed. If you go outside to bring the food, you can be killed. If you go outside to take the water, woods for heating or cooking or anything else, you can be killed. Basically, there is not any security situation here. Nobody can promise you nothing. All humanitarian help coming to the airport. Airport is only one places who are basic from the only one connection with the rest of the Bosnia, with the rest of the world.
The humanitarian aid that people were provided with was not enough. After a few months, they actually realized that the help that we were getting was really, really poor. People tried to feed cats and dogs with that, but even the cats and dogs would not eat that. Everything was really raw, everything was in cans or in powder. And yeah, we expected someone to react. We expected, especially our neighbors, to react. We expected Europe to react.
Les troupes de l'ONU étaient à Sarajevo. Il était dans les positions, on a dit, on est neutre, on regarde, on donne l'information qui a tiré, qui a cessé le feu, etc., etc. Je me demandais tout le temps, même aujourd'hui, pourquoi l'Europe, l'ONU n'est pas réagi au temps de la guerre.
The world should react even more.
Our mothers show their, I can say, improvisation. Their how much basically from nothing they are trying to make a meal for 1 week, basically.
My grandmother, she had a small garden in our balcony because she put a huge box full of land and she was planting there. It was like our small garden, but it was not enough for our family. We were also exchanging a lot. My grandmother would go to the market in the center and she would trade for example, if she had a soap, then she would trade that for a fish. It was a madness in the town. War is a state of panic, fear, a lot of emotions that are crossing your minds all the time, because you always have to be aware that maybe you are going to be next. My parents did not knew how to explain that my relatives disappeared. What does it mean to disappear? To vanish? How can a human being disappear somewhere and no one knows why?
Terrible to say it, but you are not feel that much pain like in the beginning. You know, you every day is heard about somebody that, and basically you basically didn't finish it with your emotions with the previous. If somebody of your friends or somebody you know it basically being killed, you are not finished the process with the ones basically you heard about the other ones.
I did not had any children to play with me. The childhood during the war is quite full of loneliness, I would say. I would usually play with my brother and with my cousin.
And basically you're living day by day, not making some kind of plans because you don't know what is happening until tomorrow.
On était bien dans la résistance dans l'âme, résistance dans la culture, résistance même partout où les citoyens vivaient, même à la famille. À mon avis, la plus grande résistance est quand même dans l'éducation. Tous les jours, on organisait, sauf quelques jours, mais c'était dans l'abri, dans les stocks, dans les endroits où il n'y avait pas de bombardement. Moi, j'entrais dans la famille. J'entrais dans une cave et madame de 41 ans est venue vers moi. Elle a dit, voilà, c'est notre commandant. Et puis, elle nous expliquait qu'il y avait un grand bombardement. C'était 1h moins le quart. Il a sorti dans le cours ses 2 fils de 14 et 17 ans et sa cousine étaient massacrés sur place. On est restés amis. Au mois de février 1995, elle est venue chez moi au bureau, elle a dit, je suis enceinte. Est-ce que je peux être parent? Oui, c'est ça. Le petit enfant est né le 7 juillet 1995. Aujourd'hui, il a 21 ans et il est en faculté de droit.
So one of my most positive memories of a war is this one photo that I still have. It's me and my friends at one wedding during the siege. So people got married during the siege, of course, and it's one of the rarest days where I could not feel the atmosphere of the siege. We had plenty of food there. And when I prepared for the wedding, I really tried, I gave my best to look really pretty. And I remember that I had to borrow a dress from my cousin, and the dress was really big for me, but I used some shoelaces connected together somehow as a belt. And it was funny, and I also did not have the proper shoes, and I just used my sneakers. My mom was laughing and she told me, "You're not going to go with me to this wedding because you look really awful in that dress." But I remember that I was just standing there. I was really happy. I was with my friends, and it was one of the rarest occasions where I could be with other children. I have this photo of me hugging my closest friend, and I was just laughing like this. And I was teethless, and I was in this ugly dress with an improvised belt and with the shoes that were not proper for that wedding. But I was really, really happy that day.